Hi, I'm Andrea, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we do here with study time, homeschool time, anytime we do bookwork and stuff like that. So first thing we do, these are going to be tools that I'm sharing with you that you can use to support yourself and your kiddos no matter what ages they are. So we're going to put on our own oxygen masks, like they say on the airlines, to do first before we look at supporting anybody else. So before I step into the space to do any kind of formal learning with my kiddos, I've got the diffuser going in the background. One of my favorite blends to do during bookwork time, as we call it here, or study time or homework time or homeschooling time, whatever your situation is. I love doing some diffuser blends with peppermint and frankincense just to get our brains awake. I put on some joy and I put on some believe just now because we can believe in ourselves and that we're able to be the best versions of ourselves for our kiddos. Put some envision on my temples. And you may want to add a little stress away. I don't know. Sometimes we have an expectation that the formal education part, the sitting down, if we're schooling together with our kids, has to be a certain way. So I put some stress away on, and I'm going to add some cedarwood to release any resistance to learning new things. Learning new things all the time. I'll put that on the brain standpoint. Roof of the mouth, temples, and then whatever I have left over, I love to put in my hair because the oils are amazing for the scalp and for hair. Okay, so I'm ready. My hair's probably a mess. I'm ready to sit down with them. We've got snacks on the table. I've got ningxia for each boy. So what I'll do is I'll have them drink a ningxia either at breakfast or they'll have one of these right before we start to do study time, because I found that we get everything ready and everyone sits down and I'm hungry. So I find that this helps me to feel nourished and full, and not full, but like nourished. So sometimes I eat food that doesn't give me any nourishment and I'm hungry 5 minutes later. So we do a little ningxia packet, we'll do a little snack time. I'll light a candle. I've got some essential oils, candles with peppermint and frankincense in them. I think this one has lemon, lavender, peppermint, and frankincense. So we'll light a little candle, kind of make it a nice mood on the table. Sometimes we have flowers out. My sweet boy picked out some flowers for me at the store, so we have flowers on the table behind us. If I'm looking for a little bit of extra cognitive fitness, I'll have a little drink of ningxia nitro. And so this supports just keeping my brain sharp. These guys are super smart. I need all the edge I can get to keep up with them. So this gives me extra energy. I don't feel any crash or anything jittery around it. We've got some niacin, B6, B12, and iodine. There's a little bit of ginseng and green tea in there. And then of course, there's some vanilla, cacao, peppermint, nutmeg, black pepper, the wolfberry seed oil as well, which is the ningxia. So we've got all those. Okay, so now we sit down and we start to do some projects. We'll start to maybe be learning some new things. Maybe we haven't done a lot of formal sitting and writing in a little while, and maybe there's some resistance to it. So I will bring out my Kid Sense line, Genius, and especially if I'm coming on the back end of handling emotions that are challenging for them instead of being on the front end like I am today and getting prepared, they may not be receptive to putting oils on, and that's fine. So quite often I will take this bottle and I will just leave it on the table open, and I'll put it on myself. Put it on the tops of my thumbs, get that brain reflexology point. I'm going to put it over my heart. Maybe we have some mantras that we use. Maybe we have some affirmation statements. We've been doing a little bit of growth mindset work. I need it more than they do. And so I will often remind myself that it is safe to make mistakes, and mistakes make our brains grow. And if we know all the right answers, we're in the wrong book. And then again with belief. So if one of them is having an especially challenging time learning something new or feeling that they need a little bit more confidence, I'll take some believe and some highest potential. And because we have it out today, I'm gonna add a drop of common sense because it comes in a bottle. And this is going overboard for what we normally do. We normally don't do all of this. I just wanted to bring out what I had so that I could show you some different options. And then maybe when I put the oils on myself, if they're not wanting the oils on them at the time, I can just become a human diffuser. And if we feel like the mood is changing in here, we can change what we're diffusing, and then that gets into the whole family at the same time. So we use our Nasha, we use our Nitro. Kiddos that are maybe studying for college exams or college entry exams, or high school students or finals or things like that. Hopefully they have a diffuser in their own room, and then they can pick through any one of the blends. Envision is wonderful. Brain Power is another really great one. If you don't have Brain Power, use what you have. Cedarwood, lavender, frankincense. Those are all really common oils. Brain Power is a little bit more of a specific blend. Use it if you've got it. Clarity is another one that's amazing. So maybe someone's working on a more intricate project and they need to just kind of decompress. You could put Clarity in a diffuser and just kind of lay flat on the floor and do some 4-point breathing exercises, where you inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. You could do something like that. Choose what's appropriate for you. And I guess the last one I probably want to mention today, I think we did all of those, is Idaho Grand Fir. This really helps me to feel grounded. I have a tiny fly around me. And then I feel grounded when I breathe in those tree oils. And I put some on the crown of my head. You're gonna see Sharona Melchior using this on her 1-year-old tonight. It's amazing. But it also works on grown-ups. And we're gonna use some Idaho Grand Fir just to take a moment and root ourselves. Because if you're educating multiple children, sometimes you can feel like you're pulled in a variety of directions, especially if they're at different points of learning on different programs. If you have one kid running around and one kid that's supposed to be focused. And even if you don't, even if you just have one child that you're educating, breathing that in, and just letting that go and getting back into the moment. So we really have shifted our focus with study time to being a part of our day that we enjoy spending time together. It used to be something I just wanted to tick off a box. So being more present and grounded and rooted in the moment has really helped me with that. Will you grab me my Play-Doh, please? It's over on the table. I know your hands are clean. Thank you. Mine's the one that's not sticky. Just grab that one there. So I mentioned for older kids on how you could diffuse in their room. You could have them wear a diffuser bracelet or necklace if they are going to school. Thank you, sir. Blah. That's awesome.
You were saying not sticky?
Well, if you do that, of course it's going to be sticky. For younger kids, we made some sensory Play-Doh this morning. And I really just love this. I can post the recipe below, but it's good for kids of all ages because my 10-year-old son really enjoys getting his hands in there and getting his hands dirty. My 6-year-old son does not enjoy getting his hands dirty as much. So we all just folded into this process of baking the Play-Doh and getting our hands in the warm dough, putting some natural food coloring onto it. I think we only had yellow left at the end. And then I let them pick whatever oils they want and they put their oils into their Play-Doh. But guess what? When they're doing this, and this warm dough, and they're being creative, and they're using that tactile sensory part of their brain, they're also absorbing the oils into their bodies. So they're getting all the benefits of the oils and the plants while just having fun and playing. I know. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope there's some tips here that helped you. I would love to know what you think about them or what you do. Maybe you have a daily routine with Young Living essential oils that you use in your study practice or for your children. I would love to know what that is. Just drop something in the comments and let us know. And we'll talk to you again soon.